to me live in the outback. Oh, let's just up a bit more. That's better. Well, here we are in the outback. I hope I find you well. Haven't been setting up to as much this time around. It's a bit harder ground here, so I'm not really going to set up the walls and that tonight. We just found a nice little quartz spot, and we'll go around tomorrow prospecting through here and see how we go. So yeah, I'm just relaxing at the moment because I'm just totally knackered. The heat's got to me, it's just everyone's got to me, so bugger it, I'm just going to have a rest. Yeah, so go for a little bit of a walk in a second. So I hope I find people well. It's hot out here, very hot. Hotter than normal. This is getting hotter every day. Quite interesting actually. Yes. Yeah, Ryan's having the experience. He's sort of, he's not used to camping, so getting a bit growly at him, so I've got to ease off on him, otherwise he'll get all delicate like all the outer people are, and I can't do that to him, otherwise he'll never want to go camping again. But, get that. Yeah, got things on tap here, see? Delicious. Yeah, I'll get cooking a feed up here in a minute. Somebody food for this boy. Hopefully the breeze doesn't kick in too much, or I'll have to put up a wall and create myself a bit of a barrier so yeah, the flames don't go up in the little cooker. And being out in the Australian outback, well, lighting a fire all the time is the optimum thing, but at the moment out here, the whole place is like a match, so you've got to be really careful. And there's a total fire ban. I mean, there's a little old fireplace over there that we're going to utilise. We need to chuck a fire on. I only going to chuck a few sticks. But it's actually getting a bit late now to get around searching for wood. So we might have to give a fire a miss tonight. There's no real need for the fire tonight. We've got enough light and it's bloody warm enough. Trust me, it's been very warm today. Getting a nice little red tan to me, and that'll all go bloody tone. And not the same colour as the flaming country. So yes, we're about 12 k's out of Coolgardie, off the left side going towards Kalgoorlie, and a nice little quartz belt runs through here, so we'll go and check that out. We drop in the end just to have a check it out. But comes with the quartz belt, it's not like last night, which was a good, nice, soft ground to camp on, good to put the tent out on it. Trying to find a bit of soft ground out here with there ain't ants running across it is a bit of a difficult thing to do, because everything's all hard stone out here, and wherever you're going to bloody camp up, and you want a spot where you can take your shoes off, walk around a little bit barefoot, because it's, your feet get a little bit sore. Sometimes I usually cart a little bit of a carpet with me, just to take the brunt out of the land and that, and put my breast feet on the carpet, but I didn't bring that this time. I only got a small vehicle, not a big four-wheel drive. Otherwise I'd cart tons of shit. But yeah, we got it all. You want to go and shut that front door in the car there, please, Ryan? Oh, yes. So, yes. We're out here for a few more days, and hopefully now we're at this spot. We're just going to go up and down the whole of tomorrow. Like we'll pack up camp, park in a shady spot, just a little bit further up and a little bit further down where we are. We're going to go right up and down along here and check all this quartz bit out and see what we can find. We might camp out here again tomorrow night, I don't know. I don't know. The thing's how I feel. Might pop back into town. It's only just there where their house is, and we can just jump in there and have a shower like we did before. That's nice, always rock up there, fresh, get all that red fucking dust off you, and oh yes, and sit back there and relax. And then really you can't move once it gets about 10 o'clock past out here at the moment, because it's too hot. And you can't use the detector, because the detector, everything becomes blazing hot. So I just starts bloody not detecting the bloody, it detects it all as gold. What's going on here? just get this chat. See, make sure that's on. Yep. Yep. Okay. Just turning the chat on, guys. Sometimes I don't have it on. Sometimes I don't let the chat come through, and sometimes I do. But I don't know what that's about. But so yeah, if you're trying to message me, that's not my fault. That's bloody YouTube. They're funny. They're temperamental with me. Sometimes they allow the chat to happen, and sometimes they don't. So maybe you just don't want to say anything. Who knows? But yeah, out in the wild. Let's go for a bit of a trot. In the middle console, right, of the car, there's a packet of cigarettes. Is there a lighter and all that in there? See, right there, right there, it's right there, it's right there, it's right there, it's right there. Got it? What? No. No. A packet of cigarettes. Not in the middle console, it's right there where I put my cans. Sorry, I've got to go and do this. Or I'm going to end up yelling at this poor kid. And I don't want to do that. It's been a hot day, guys. Yeah, sorry about that. Kids flying as bats. The thing was right in front of him, and I just don't see it. I don't register that. He's too worried about wanting to get that fucking video game. Like all of them. You know, that's one thing that we should be stopping. There's billions and billions of dollars wasted on fucking video games. On video games. Imagine if every parent out there didn't have to buy a video game for their children anymore. Wouldn't that be fantastic? Just imagine how much money could be fucking saved. In fact, video games are more popular than any fucking media out there. You want to make billions of dollars? You go into video games. Fucking shit's all over YouTube. You know what I mean? You got one little video game there. I mean, look at that bloody stupid bloody Roblox shit. Now, China banned Roblox because they know that it's a platform that evil people are on, and you know, and there's a lot of bloody sexual predators on that one, right? There was $9 billion alone just in China. So you can imagine what the rest of the world's spending on him. You know, looking at a fucking $59 billion entity a year, that one. And what does it actually do? Promotes fucking all these sickos to try and get hold of your kids. Then you got stupid fucking games that send a total delusional outlook to people of life that they think they can just do whatever they want and they're going to respawn, see? But in reality, when you do something wrong, it's fucking game over. That's what you don't realise. And they got everyone thinking that they can put the reset button on. Well, there is no reset button. Once it's fucking over, it's over. We're going to climb up a bit of a crop here, and there's a reason why I'm here. Because you got these outcrops. Now, some would think they're just normal stones and that there, but to me, well, that's an ancient creature, that one, and that's his ancient spine. And that's where I want to be. Because there's other creatures that know about this one. You see we're split off, two split things there. And to me, just walking on this right now, guys, for some reason this actually feels very hollow. right up. Now it's just like to see a big rock. It's the only one like it in the whole area. Got little rocks, a few little bits come out. You got a little lump there, but you got this big one here just come out all by its own. So that's one of the reasons why I stopped here, because it's like it's a sign or a sight. And other creatures that know this thing would come here. See? And just drops away. It's like that one. A track going up that way for miles. The old Telstra thing. See, they've got a line obviously runs through here. But yeah. So yes. So hopefully sitting here is a good spot. And it would be a good spot. There we are. Tell you what, today has really taken a stuffing out of me, guys. The heat's finally got to me. I realise I'm turning 51 in the fucking in March, so every bit of that 50 years of age has hit me today. And yeah, I'm just feeling really tired, the low on energy one, and just knackered really. But we'll continue on. We'll plug along like I do. Only one thing though. One good thing is the ants go away most of the time when the light goes down, and so does the bloody flies. That's one good thing. Oh, the bloody flies, guys. Flies can get really annoying in Australian outback. They get like sticky to you. And when you're from the city, you just taste like sugar. So they're just licking a sugar pop, really. Yes. Oh, I'll check this battery. That's the thing. Oh, that's alright. That's actually doing alright. Thought it might be used a bit more charge than that. That's happens when you actually got a proper power point and you charge up that phone all night. Holds the power a bit better. Last night when I was out there was a bit of a worry. I could have filmed last night, but where I was, well, I was at Charlie's house and her girlfriend Caitlin, and had some old people there, some young ones there, and ones wanting to knock themselves off, and just not really the scene that really good for filming. It's not really good for filming that stuff. No, you got to sort people out, but it just makes me upset and sad, because I realise there's all these young men out here, all over the world, especially men of colour, black men, right, that their only option is to fucking knock themselves off. So who's put that sort of thinking in their fucking head? You know what I mean? And it's not just the ones out here, it's all over in the city, it's over there, fucking other side of the world, the whole bit. All these young ones, though, they can think of, it's like they get with a woman, and are they getting with that woman for a matter of convenience, just because it's a route, because they can't be fucked out looking for another one somewhere else, or do they actually love that woman? And when that woman treats them like utter fucking shit, all they want to do is knock themselves off. How does that work? How do we have a whole generation of fucking young men that the only escape pattern is to fucking knock themselves off, hoping that someone's going to feel sorry for them if they start talking like that? They can't feel sorry for them. You know? That's the worst part. They keep thinking that one, and then they can't give a shit. When they're gone, everyone comes in and says, oh, I feel sorry for him, you know, we loved him and everything. And really, in reality, they can't give two fucks about him when he needed a hand. It just seems very, whether it's in the music, what's it in the fucking clothes, something. There's got to be some reason why these young men are fucking not reaching the age of 30 because they're knocking themselves off. It's fucking like an epidemic all over the world. And then you've got these other people that knock other people off and just fucking like that wasn't just, oh, that was a human life, you know. But they don't treat it like human life. They treat it like over in India where life is very fucking little. Life to them means very little. If you die in the street, well, that's just fucking tough luck. They'll walk over and keep going. Not like westernised society. If someone falls over in the street, people are going to rush over and maybe help the cunt. Maybe. It's not getting like that no more. They start to walk over the top of you. You're starting there, laying there dying of a heart attack, and everyone's walking over the top of you. Is that the type of world we want to live in? And all the young men, because they can't get their relationship right, or can't learn to do the right thing, or can't get a job, or can't succeed in what they want to be, right? The best thing they can do is knock themselves off. You've got the women online saying we want to choose fucking bears. What's the men supposed to do? They're going to knock themselves off. I don't like to promote cigarette smoking, but I'm out here and I'm relaxing. I'm an adult and fucking buggering. I'm having a cigarette. I don't usually smoke, but after witnessing what I did last night, it made me think my mission up here is a bit more deeper than whatever fucking everybody was. It's not just about me. It's about the rest of the world. Creating a shield. Creating a policy and a shield that stops all this fucking nonsense going on. Brings a bit of fucking mysticism back to the world, so we're not always fucking droning out and going after the first hypiest thing that they fucking show on TV. It's just absolutely crazy. Hello, Kiki Eyes. Long time no see. We're right out in the middle of the outback. I'm just about to turn some light on, Ryan. Can you open that bag there? Oh, that's look over here. Oh, where is it? Excuse me for a second, Kiki Eyes. I'll just get some light on this subject. Oh, that's not very good. That's not very good. I've got to be careful where I put this, because wherever I put this light, and there's some mighty big insects that come around. So I'll put it up in the corner up there, and they can go up in the corner up there. Especially after the big wood spider last night. Saying to Ryan, can we grab that bit of wood there? He grabbed the wood, and that wood spider come out that wood there. The size of my hand it was. Big female one. And I got rid of that. Chewed it away. And because the buddy had to touch it with the buddy end of the buddy axe and that, but the male smelt it and he come looking around too, so I had to fucking grab him and go and put him over where I put her. And he would have went off the bush chasing her, so it was a mating pair, that one. Sorry about the smoke, Kiki Eyes. As you see, I'm coughing. Haven't been smoking for a while, but you know, I'm stressed out today. Been a very stressful day, very hot. I think a lot of thinking of what happened last night. I mean, this boy, he's used to relaxing city life and that. I can be around more now the business that I work. Oh, why'd they close the doors? That's bloody not good. Did what? Is that going to affect you not having that job though, Kiki Eyes? That's the thing. Is that, no, it probably will. If you had a wage or something coming in, you know, everything affects everything nowadays. Unfortunately. So, yeah. Man, it's good that you can be here a little bit more, but still don't want you to bloody, well, you're at retirement age and you're still bloody working, girl. That's crazy. It's like me. I'm 50 odd years of age. Like I said, I'm feeling every day, every second of it now. At today, after today's heat. And tomorrow's going to be even hotter. She was 38 today, so she's going to be 40 tomorrow. It's going up 2 degrees every day. So he's looking at me, just keep going 40 degrees. Can we go back to Chalets? Lost money, yeah, that's the thing, Kiki. That's the terrible thing about well, that's the same as me when I was working for Crown Relocations furniture removing company. Was with them for 7 years. Got right up, manager and all that there, getting a good wage, full time, and all of a sudden, bang, they just shut the doors. You know, I mean, I got a redundancy payout, but I had to go and try and find another job and, you know, and all that kind of stuff. So that redundancy payout really just kept us floating. So it was, yeah, that's terrible in a way. It's good that you don't have to work, you guys, but it's not good that you're losing out on money. That's what I mean. Because, I mean, gee, I notice us humans, if we can get away without doing it, we can do it. That's what we do. We invent something to get away without doing it. And if we sure as hell can buy it and get it, we'll do that. And that's another problem. That's why these men are starting to think that it's easy to quick to go to the suicide route. No, too easy to too hard to do the hard yards. Too hard to fucking do the hard stuff no more. Know what I mean? That's why I can't see you. Hey, Daisy Lee, listening in. Yeah, I'm out of here. Nice little spot. In fact, this is a spot that Caitlin, Shaylee's girlfriend, she's the one that said, oh, yep, God, that's where they go down that one and they find a little bit of gold down there. And she said, you'll be lucky. I reckon you'll be lucky because no one's been down there since the rain, so you'll be the first one in. So we'd come here and this spot just sung out to me. I mean, we was looking for other spots, but everywhere we was going to sit with is a soft spot because most of it's all quartz and rocky out, really rocky out here. Soft spot where we can take our thongs off at least and walk around a little bit barefoot. Oh, there's bloody streams of ants running through them, so couldn't really set up the camp while the ants are there. I mean, the ants are gone now. There was a stream running just on the other side here. So, you know, but they're only the real tiny ones. I'm going to try and keep away. You look around when you camp, look around for them real big nests, because you've got them big bloody inch ants about this long. Australian big giant bloody bull ant. And when they bite you, they bite you. Okay. They're pretty big, them ones. So, checking out this. Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah. That's another thing too, trying to keep this phone charged. So you can keep got it at 85% now. So we'll see how we'll go with this live. We're doing 23 minutes, 85% from 100. That's not too bad, considering it's got a really reachable transmission out here. We're about middle way transmission. Don't have a full transmission, and I'm right in between where your Coolgardie Tower and the Kalgoorlie Tower. You know, so I'm right in the buddy. Probably another 5 k's that way I'd be in a dead zone for about 20 minutes, or not 20 minutes, about buddy 2 k's. So I picked this spot, and it's good. I said, well, girls, I want to hope I get transmission because I want to go live. I will go live a little bit later as well, just to save battery and everything like that. There, I know this boy is probably wanting to feed soon, gut starting to pinch, but he can wait. He's had his bag of chips, and we've got enough bloody snacks and stuff here if you really want to, you know. I mean, it's only going to be a little bit of bacon and maybe some eggs and that this time. We'll see how we go. My boiled eggs up. Hey, what do you reckon, boiled eggs? That sounds good. Right. Oh, the first night we had steak and stir fry. So I took him 600 k's out in the middle of the bush to have steak and stir fry. It's better than what he got at home. Almost. Nana's bulletproof steak, eh? Yeah, Nana boy, she's got that one style of cooking, caramelised. So that means it's well done. Well, I've grown the taste of that caramelisation. This is where we get the colour for our flag from. I'll just spin this around, guys. Look at that. I don't know whether you can see it. Probably can't with this camera. See the crimson moon over there? It's like a little slither. Tiny little slither of moon. But as you can see, it's pretty dark. I mean, we can see actually quite better than what you can see with a camera. That's one thing for sure. But when that sun finally goes down, she's really pitch black. You know? And at the moment, what can I say? I don't have this marquee pegged down. So if a really, really good wind comes along, it's maybe going to tip it over a little bit. But what I've got is the bloody ropes, and I've got rocks tied to that, and I stretched it out with the rocks. But I've got no actual pegs in the legs, which I usually like to do because we're sitting right on top of the rock. And when I went to try it, I got about that far in and went, tonk, I realised we're just sitting in a bit of a flat spot where there's dirt on top of the rock, which is good. So yeah, I mean, it's funny enough, it rained 3 days ago down here, and there's still places where it looks like it's very dry, but the moment you touch it, you sink down about fucking 2 foot, and you got to give it her and start sliding sideways to get out of it. And that car's really not built to be, well, if I had my pursuits on and I put a few added extras on it, it could be a rally car, but it's not really at the moment. But it's doing all right for what it is. It's taking me wherever I want to go. It's getting over this rough gravel and rough terrain very easily. And tyre, I'm definitely going to be buying those mag tyres again because they're tough as bloody buggery and they're really good grip. I don't know how expensive they are. Original owner, that's still the tyres are brand new basically from the original owner when I bought it. I would be scared of the spider. Oh yes, I'm scared of spiders, don't you worry. You know that big wood spider I filmed last night. At any time he got a rushed at me extremely fast. They can really move, but it's because she was out in the open. She realised, oh shit, you know, I'm exposed here, so I better just not move. And that's what you'll find most creatures do. They'll stand still, you know, and try and sneak away. Oh, don't worry, I don't like the spiders either, but I can handle them. See, most people don't be, oh, well, over that spider shooting me. I actually whacked the camera and went and filmed it. You know, so I don't like them creeping up me and falling them. Don't worry, kid guys. If they jump on me, I'll be screaming like you, like a fucking girl. It's like when a cricket grabbed hold of my thumb last night. I jumped like this here one because it felt like someone grabbing me like that. Yeah. But it was just a cricket. Don't worry. I faced some really strange and scary things, like really terrifying demons, like. But I always fucking get a jump when they pop up. But the moment I realise what it is, I overcome that fear. Still don't like spiders, though. Don't you worry, no one likes spiders. Nobody in the world likes spiders. You get the ones crawling over the hand just because they've conquered their fear, see? But any moment that spider wants to, can bite them, and then we'll see how fearful they are of it then. That was a big wood spider last night. Actually, a really big one. Even the old bloke I was showing the phone, and he said, oh shit, that's a little bit bigger than normal, that one. And I said, yeah, big female. Oh, it's just funny to see the bird, when he said, oh, nah, that's it, nah, not going nowhere. So go and keep control that fire. Nah, I just can't do it, Dad. I just can't do it. I didn't blame him, poor bugger. His sister, though, she's the one that's absolutely terrified of spiders. Oh, Sophia, little Sophia. She's literally terrified of spiders, right? But I'm gonna put this in so you can get a bit of face. What's going on in your head? Oh yeah, she's absolutely terrified of spiders. So she would have seen that. All I heard was click click at the door of the car. When I turned around, the kid would have been sitting in the car, boy. Yet when she was a baby, you know, she was sitting there when she first learned how to talk. A big giant spider was in the car and was on the back of the seat there, and she looked at, oh, spider. And me and her mum seen that, looking out the car, fucking huge bloody giant fucking jump spider. Christ. And now a kid won't even go next to a bloody dad with long legs or nothing. Ryan's not so bad with spiders, but he don't like them when they're that big, come rushing at him. Did it come rushing at you? Come rushing. It would have come up like that too, with swings right up. Looking like one of those bloody funnel web spiders. That's when I looked at it first. What the fuck's that doing over here? So nah, different ass. What? Big ants. The ants? We'll check. See what they are. There's a couple of patrollers. That's alright, Ryan. Like I said, when we set that tent up, right, we've got sealed. And the only way to get in there is they've got to cut their way in, so we're right for that one. Yeah, so. Oh, guys, you know one of them tents that you... Yes, but you know one of them tents that you buy and it comes in a circle, right? You want to grab it for me, Ryan, so I can jump? It comes in a circle, and you just have to throw it on the ground basically, and it folds up. Now this tent has actually got a lot of room in it. It's a two-man tent, right? But actually we can put 3 people in there. The way I laid in there and Ryan laid in there, we put 3 people in there. And that one there, put that back on top, please. Yep. Right, that one there is basically unzip it out the bag, drop it on the ground and go, poof, it just folds out because it's got the bloody preset wire. You know, it took me a fucking hour to try and work out how to fold that cunt back up. I went off with him, so don't look at me, just go away. Well, I'm doing this. And he comes over about an hour later and says, Dad, there's some instructions on this here. And I just thought, oh no. And I read them. When I read them, I was fucking trying to work out how the way they got the instructions is a bit funny. But when I worked it out, you know how easy it was to actually do in the end? Fucking idiot. That's what I am. I should have realised there was instructions on it. There's me fucking around, going off, getting hotter and hotter and hotter. And I'm trying to get out of there early while it's still cool, and the hour's gone past, the sun's getting higher and higher, and it's getting hotter and hotter, and I'm just ready to cut this fucking tent up and chuck the cunt away. It shouldn't be like that. See, I'm used to just me. I brought all this here, but usually I do bring the marquee. That's one thing I've always brought. But I don't usually worry about it. I just usually roll my swag out in the ground and sleep clean under the stars. That's just me. And if it's going to rain, I'll just sleep in the marquee and then not get wet. I brought the tent and all that there for these guys. It's like if I bring anyone else out, I've got to bring all this extra shit because they've got to have a bit of comfort, you know, bit of security feeling. Despite the fact that anyone can come with a razor blade and cut straight through your tent and grab you out and be gone, become a bush bride. But, you know. Oh, yeah, we're in bush bride country. No, we're not in bush bride country, right? Bush bride country's across the road, the other side of the road, so you're lucky. Yeah, them big yowies. You know, yowies, they come through here. Let me tell you something about the yowie. He leaves marks and things where he will go, see? And it's funny, because you can get a tree that's about this thick. And humans, if we want to snap that, we can snap it, but we're going to have to really bend it, and it's going to splinter and everything. Now, a bloody yowie, or a yeti, or a Sasquatch, or a Bigfoot, whatever you want to fucking call them, right? They are real. Look in your American Constitution. In the American Constitution, you actually get fined and go to jail if you kill a Sasquatchania. Part of your Constitution, as much as the Second and fucking First Amendments, guys. You want to read it up? Why would they have that in your Constitution if fucking Sasquatches and Bigfoots weren't real? That's a fucking $100,000 fine and 10 years jail if you kill one of them. It's probably gone up now. And that was back then, when your Constitution was made. Yeah. No? No, they can snap it straight at the point like it's direct 90-degree angle. That's how strong they are. And when they go through an area, they'll put their hand up and they'll snap it. And that shows you how tall that one is and how strong he is. And he's letting everyone else know the message. Where he snaps it and where it's pointing through, that's the way he's going. That's the way he's walked through. And he's letting everyone else know, oh, I'm the biggest dude around this fucking area. Now, if there's a bigger one comes along, he will find one next to that and he will snap that one. All right? Okay, and that's actual real fact. Now, I've seen one of them right in front of my face down in Boddington. Now they call him, he's got a nickname called the Harvey Bigfoot. But it's the same one that goes right along, they call him the Bibbulmun Track Man. The Bibbulmun Track goes right along, right up from the Swan Valley all the way through, right down, buddy, almost to Albany. All through the Darling Range. We seen him right in front of us, me and Peter Wilkes, me and St. Peter, sat there fishing for bloody redfin, which is introduced fish. So when you catch it, you've got to keep, don't put them back in the water. And we're aiming them up there, and he said, what's that over there? And it's just sitting right up against a tree. Massive fucking thing. Big fucking huge airy thing. And when you come across something like that, it's like when you come across a gorilla or a chimp. You don't bare your teeth, because that could be a sign of aggression. And you don't stare it out in the fucking eyes, because it thinks, hey, what you staring me out, cunt? You want to stare me out? You want me to fucking start at you? That's how they think. You do that to a gorilla, you stare at a gorilla, he'll go off at you, right? So that's what you got to think when you see one of them creatures. You could have a look, but just don't stare it out, right? And now there's little dams where the river runs through, like pockets where there's big, like a dam, and then the river runs through where you go marining, because there's a fresh water or brackish water river system where we go. And there's camping spots along there. And we was at one camping spot, and we're going down the river a bit there, just fishing that. And we're seeing these kids coming up from the next camping spot. Like this white family had come there with his kids and that. Obviously to come marining, because it was marining season. And I walked up to it and I told it it has to go. We can handle seeing it, but they fucking can't. Now this creature was well over fucking... It could have went across the water, 2 steps, bush, because it's only a metre deep and we could see the bottom of the water and we could actually target our fish, right? Could have stepped right across a little bit of a creek, bush, grabbed me, grabbed my mate. We're pretty big boys, picked us up, clocked us together. That'd have been the fucking end of us. And that's how big it was. Our feet would have been dangling off the ground while I picked it up and put us to his head level. And then smacked it together and we could have both become bush brides. That's how big it was, right? But it didn't do nothing. It was just quiet and fucking... And when it got up, it didn't stand up. It sort of got up on her hunches and it sort of crawled off on it like on a roof without a single fucking noise and just disappeared into the foliage. Now, whether he just sat in there sitting in the dark watching, because he was just watching us fishing. Right? He was harmless and we wasn't going to hurt him. It's just a moment that just fucking happened. And when they come up with the kids and everything, come up and the parents come up and they said, oh, we got to be careful. We've seen some wild pigs around here. But we're not going to tell them what we just fucking seen. Right? A lot of people won't believe you. And B, well, I'm supposed to protect things like that. And also Pete and he knew that same thing as well. When we see things like that, it's for a reason. And we're supposed to protect that one. I'm probably not even supposed to be telling you about it now. But it's an actual fact. It really did happen. That creature's really real. So we told him, watch out. He says, oh, I got a gun. I should be right. I said, yeah, well, just be careful because they're pretty big. Right? And then when we noticed when he coming down checking his pots and that, where he's put his baits and everything for his marron, you know, fucking east section of the river where he was got for that camp spot, you know, he was always with the kids and he always made sure he had the gun just in case, see? But oh yeah, you know. But that's just it, I've seen that with my own eyes. You know? I know that exists. Whether you believe me or not, that's another story. That's totally up to your prerogative. You know, I'm not going to force anyone to believe me. I know it was true. I've seen it. I know they're real. And so things like that, sometimes you only get to see them, because you happen to be in the right place at the right time, or you happen to be privileged. And it's letting you know that that's there just for your own benefit. So you can be wary. So you can go along in life and die not knowing. Not die knowing and not knowing what's out there. You know, there's 3 other types of humanity that I know of other than fucking humans. And they're all compatible with us. All breedable with us. One that you really don't talk about, which I probably shouldn't talk about, so I'm only going to mention name once. And that's the little fellas. That's the wood archies. Right? That's one. And of course you've got the yowie, the Bigfoot and that. They can interbreed with us too. Right? Slightly changing DNA pattern, but they still can breed with us. They're still a form of humanity, it's just not Homo sapien. And then you've got the Murrin. And he's the worst of them all. Because he's pretty much like us in every aspect, except he's got orange fur and orange hair, depends what he's rolling around, but usually it's orange or blondie fur, right? And they are fucking crazy. That's ones that do scare me, those ones, because, well, they'll kidnap a woman and drag her off and use her as a breeding device. And there's a woman that went missing up in the sandstone region, right? You can look it up on the internet. She went missing. They found the dead husband. He was down a mine shaft. But the thing is, he was pushed down the mine shaft. And the way he died was not falling down the mine shaft. The way he died was, it's like handprints, but not like nothing that they don't know. They've never seen that before, right? They found a dead dog about a kilometre away. They never found that woman. And that's getting on about 10, 11 years ago that happened now. So you work it out, she can breed every 9 to 10 months. So she's had a few kids since then, right, if they've got her in a cave, breeding her up. Because they'll just snap her ankles, make sure she won't go nowhere. That's what they're like. And they're not fucking in the human sense, and they're not aborigines in the sense as you think. This is a creature. But they're a humanity type creature that can breed with us nonetheless. That's why when that little girl went missing, no little girl up there, Buddy Geraldton or whatever, or Carnarvon went missing, and ended up being that black fella that had her, the one that had all them dolls and stuff, in Geraldton or whatever, but a few years back, five or so years back now, was that about 4 years back now or whatever, you know, they brought black trackers in straight away. 2 black trackers in from up north, and put them on the area, and go over the area, to make sure none of those there ones come and took that kid. You understand? And the next place they went was the fucking CIA. And they give them a little code there that patches into all the fucking satellites and all the fucking CCTV cameras that you have at home that are supposed to be closed circuits. But they got a little fucking code that taps into them, and they triangulated where that guy was and found him. So I wonder if they paid that $1 million reward to the fucking CIA that was up for that girl. Makes you wonder these things. And I know there was a conspiracy about it because, well, me and Kelly, well, Kelly was alive. She went straight on to Channel 9. She said, hang on a sec. That whole area that we checked on a Google Maps, it's just blacked out for some reason. And Channel 9, for some miraculous reason, said Kelly was a problem, and they decided to fucking ban her Facebook. Isn't that strange? When she was only trying to tell them about a glitch in the system. Just very funny that was. I didn't see that was warranted. Why would they stop her Facebook when she was just telling them something that was absolutely fucking real? It wasn't like she was trying to be, trying to create any propaganda or any fucking conjecture or anybody, mystery to that kid getting stolen. She was just letting them know, hey, hang on a second, we went and checked Google Maps, and just happens that area that's fucking on Google Maps has been blacked out. Why is that? So, and then, well, who knows? Story I got told, that mob owed fucking money for speed. And they were going to sell their own child up for that kid bloke there to pay it off. That's what type of mother that one was. And ended up getting the payout and all, didn't it? And not going quite one and all, didn't it? Bet you I get it out here now, put it down here, and I get a stick, and I wrap it around his toes, it'll tell the truth. But that's inhumane. It's not how God works. God's not fucking inhumane. God would work like that if he had a chance. If he had a chance to. Yeah, well. What's this here? 69. Right. Well. Well, at that time I'm going to cook his feed up for his boy. He's looking at me like he's hungry. I'll shut this live down and save a bit of my battery and put it on charge and see how we go from there. I've been on for 45 minutes, that's not too bad. This is Archangel Michael out in the bush. I'll be going live a little bit later after I cook the feed, I guess. So, yeah. Oh, we'll be going live, of course, because I've got to do Lord's Prayer, so I brought that with me, so we'll be doing that. So, I'll see you a little bit later. So, Archangel Michael, stay safe.